Welcome to Tales Over Ales. What's Brewin? We're your hosts, Jill,
Jess,
Anthony,
Michaela. During this podcast, we will be doing a power hour. So when you hear this sound, we will be doing a shot. Feel free to join us, but please do so responsibly. Tales Over Ales.
what's brewing?
Welcome.
welcome,
And we're back.
And we're back.
and we're back
We're reunited.
again.
And today we're talking about space, and we've had way too much space from each other recently.
That's
So-
very true.
So I'm glad that space is gone.
Yes. Yes. No more space.
No more space. Because we missed each other. We're happy to be back doing this podcast with all of you. We celebrated tonight.
Yes, we did.
1,000
downloads.
downloads in 5 months. Over 19 episodes. I'm very, very proud of us.
And thank you, listeners.
Yes, thank you,
Yes.
listeners. So we're celebrating. We went out to dinner. We got ourselves some crab legs.
Yeah, we full off some crab.
Mhm. Some garlic coming out of our breaths. It was good.
Just your breath.
Just mine. Damn. Something about it. My body just rejects it.
Yeah.
I sweat it.
Jess is like, I know.
This is like we're sleeping in separate rooms tonight.
Yeah, that's nasty.
So, but what's new? What's everyone got going on? It's been so long. Update us on your lives.
I've
Nothing.
just been working, twerking, and having a ball in the year 2020.
Oh God.
Yeah, me too. Mine is the twerking.
Yeah.
You think you can twerk?
I know I can. I just don't.
Really?
Oh yeah.
No
yeah.
way. You're too bony for that.
What?
Way too. You don't have an ass.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Ain't no jiggle to your
I'll
wiggle.
mix a clap.
Oh,
Stupid. Jess can twerk.
can you?
So, space. This was the theme that Anthony chose. He loves space.
I do. I love it.
You used to get that app on your phone where you would like,
Oh, the Star Watcher.
yeah, where you turn it around and you see where all the stars were. I always wonder if that was real.
Yeah, it's real.
You think so?
Yeah.
Do they update it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's updated constantly and goes by your GPS location.
When I think of space, I think of what the hell ever happened to the storming of Area 51. You remember that when I was a thing?
Yeah. So, a couple days before they were gonna do it, the government put out a warning that said, "This is a restricted military base. We will fire."
Yeah.
And then nobody showed up after that.
Well,
Well,
actually,
people did show up.
People did show up.
Yeah, it was like 12 people.
There was actually 1,500 people showed up in the neighboring towns.
Yeah, but they never actually stormed it.
And then it was 150 people went up to the gates, and
Yeah.
then it was like 75 people actually
Oy.
had the intention of actually storming it.
Yeah, because a couple days before the military said, like, we will shoot at you.
Right. Like, you can't outrun the military. But I thought that was funny. They said like 2 million people are interested in the Facebook event. It's like, hell yeah, I was interested in that shit too. I was watching all the idiots talking about how they're gonna, storm the highly restricted area of Area 51.
Yeah, until it became like closer to the date in Rio, and then you're like, oh no, I have a job.
yeah.
I can't go out to the desert and storm a military installation.
Yeah, seriously. But Area 51 is pretty cool.
What is?
I wonder what is there.
Yeah. What is that?
Well, it was created to house and test the Lockheed aircraft. It was like Lockheed 2 aircraft. So that was like a big deal. So they had to hide it. So that's actually what the base is for. But they also did they were the ones who tested the drone technology, which has been around since 1970.
The stealth bomber, that's where they created, tested, and
Yeah.
developed it.
Yeah, so it's military aircraft that they don't want
Yeah.
other countries to get
Yeah.
their hands on. But people believe that it also houses dead aliens, where they examine dead aliens, and they have the UFO crash in Roswell. They took the spacecraft there, so that's why people think that it's. They also think there's actually theories that think that they're testing time travel and teleportation there as well, and also the ability to control the weather,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
Because it's like, what if they are doing that?
Oi.
Well,
But it's all conspiracy theories.
well, I mean, Dubai, they control their weather. Did you know that?
No,
Yeah, they fly around in planes and dump something into the air to make it rain.
you're kidding.
Yeah, it's a known fact. They do it all the time.
It's a known fact. I didn't know. Did anyone else know that?
No.
I mean, yeah. Like
What do they
people
dump in
know.
the air? Water?
I don't know what it is, but it's
Well, it's not
something
rain
they dump
if
in.
they're just spraying water
No,
out of the air
no.
crabs.
They dump some type of
bug.
chemical that causes clouds to form, and then it rains, and that's how they get rain in Dubai.
Yeah.
Because they have so much money, they don't know what to do with it, so they make it rain.
But do you know that when I was looking up Area 51, I thought it was pretty cool that there's this top secret, well, actually, I don't want to say it's top secret because I found it on the internet, but there's this airline called Janet Airlines, and Janet is, that's actually,
Oi.
it's an acronym for just another non-existent terminal, and it's a top secret, like a top secret airline. It was hiring flight attendants at one point, but it's so top secret, and it flies out of Vegas, that the government will not acknowledge that it exists.
Yeah, that's how they fly their workers in and out of Area 51.
Yeah,
They fly into Las Vegas, and then they take a bus that drives them out.
yeah, on Janet.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever see The Good Place?
Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird how that person is Janet?
Mhm.
They call this
Yes.
Janet, and then they call the computer woman that shows up and knows everything Janet.
Yeah, that show was super interesting.
That was a great show.
It really
That was really cool how that was imagined.
I didn't finish it. I want to finish it. It was
I don't think
so
I'm up
good.
to date either, but it was cute.
You could turn your head, Michaela, the other way.
The other way.
Okay, just garlic burp. I'm just
Sorry.
Oi.
But you know,
Oi.
people think that Area 51 has to do with aliens because of this thing that they had that was the Project Blue Book.
Yeah.
And
That's an actual
people
thing.
thought that it was because they were trying, like, when you hear UFO, you think alien, but it's just an unidentified flying object. So the whole idea of the project was that they were trying to identify if Russian spies were flying overhead. But because people thought that they were looking for UFOs, they thought they were looking for aliens. And then the result of the project is they found neither. Neither aliens nor Russian spies. They found nothing.
That's just what they want you to think.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you can't believe anything the media says.
But here's the
obviously.
thing, Area
Nothing.
51 is like, has such a history behind it, and like, it's in such a hidden spot, and you'll never know until you
It's
can get
mystery. Everyone likes
in.
mystery.
Yeah, you'll never know until you can get in, and they'll never let you in.
Yeah, and then if you do, they'll never let you out.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Once you go in, you never leave.
that's right.
What? What are you talking about?
Oh,
Oi.
Right.
How do you like our little Asian man hitting the gong?
He's cute.
I got him at the flea market. I named him Hung.
Hung
You
Very
know,
Wong.
Some young guy.
once I wanted to have a space themed birthday party, but there was no one to plan it.
That was awesome.
I don't know if you were joking or like telling a real story, because that sounds real.
That was good.
Oh boy, she got like 3 whole pages of that shit. It's gonna be a lot of editing tomorrow. I'm just kidding. That's really good. I like that.
Thanks. Do you guys believe in aliens?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I don't like to think about it. You know, it's like one of those things I don't like to think about because I never know.
Oi.
I'm never gonna know the answer.
That's not true. You just don't know the answer right now. You may find out tomorrow.
I think for me, it's just hard to think that we're the only idiots.
Yeah, there's got to be. Well, we might be the only idiots though compared to aliens. They're supposed to be like super advanced from what you see.
They're interdimensional travelers.
They probably
We're
don't want to
idiots.
meet us because they might think that like our idiocy will run off on them.
Do you ever think that there could be other planets that have humans living
Yes.
that have no knowledge of us?
Yes.
We have no knowledge
I
of
think
them?
if you look at all the planets, like, it's mathematically impossible that there's not.
Yeah.
I mean, there's trillions of planets. So life only happened to form on one planet ever.
Yeah, I guess if you go by the
Mathematically,
law of
that's impossible.
probability, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the different humans or whatever probably adapt to the temperatures there.
Oi.
Oi.
What?
You
Yeah, I'm
know,
sure
some-
they don't look exactly like us.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe they're just a different color.
Yeah, they're probably red if the planet's really hot. You know what I mean? And that's totally cool.
I don't know.
What? What happened?
This one over here. They're probably red if the planet's really hot.
She was so scientific about it, too.
Yeah.
She lowered her glasses, shook her beaker. She's like, they're red.
Also, what a lot of people think is that, like, you know, the stereotypical alien, the gray ones, what do you call them? The grays?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like, they have, like, that long head. You know what I'm talking about.
Like
Like
the
an
big
oval
eyes.
head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So people think that those are actually interdimensional time travelers who are human. They're saying if you look at like evolution and how technology is going, so like people don't need to be as strong as they used to be.
Oi.
Oi.
So they become weak and skinny, and they don't need hair anymore because they make their own heat.
But they need eyes to, like, you
But
think
they're
so?
saying the way technology is like advancing, that eventually that's what we're going to evolve to. People believe that those aliens are us from the future.
That's crazy. That'd be kind of cool though, because then like you can't judge anybody by their looks.
That's right.
It looks the same.
I don't judge anyone by their looks. That's why I'm friends with,
Do you know? Do you have any friends? Just stop.
I think she was looking at you, but like we have microphones.
Yeah.
I see. That's real nice. Already. Yeah, you think you'd be nicer to me? We haven't seen each other in 3 weeks.
I have all this bottled inside me.
I know you have all these insults that you just have to get them out now. She walked in this morning. She goes, well, before we went to dinner, she goes, "You smell so manly." Fuck you, bro. Seriously.
And then I smelled
Oi.
great. Oh man. And then I thought Anthony smelled good, so I sniffed him, but then Jess was grabbing her shoes, so I was like, oh, it must be Jess. Jill and Jess both smell good today. And Jill was like,
Today.
and Jill was like, well, you said I smelled manly, and I was like, I'm into guys.
So I guess it was a compliment. Her own warped mind. It was actually a compliment.
Yes, it was.
So, since we're all about alcohol, do you guys know, I found this very interesting fact about space. 10,000 light years away from Earth, there is a huge cloud of alcohol. It's called Sagittarius B.
Yeah, but that's like rubbing alcohol.
You don't know the facts. I have the facts in my notebook. Sagittarius B. It is 1,000 times larger than our solar system. And it contains enough alcohol to fill 400 trillion pints. Right? Oi.
Oi.
Wait.
Trillion?
Yes.
Mhm.
It's a trillion of a trillion.
Double trillion. To drink all of it, everyone on Earth would have to drink 300,000 pints each day for 1 billion years. So much alcohol is flowing out of there.
Oh my gosh.
And
Untapped
like,
resource.
It's like beer? Like vodka?
Yeah.
Or is it like...
No, I don't know. It just says alcohol. I'm assuming it's pure alcohol.
Yeah, I think it's like rubbing
Yeah.
alcohol.
Right.
Yeah,
but to
because
drink it.
there's a huge cloud that's in the middle of the Milky Way galaxy,
Mm-hmm.
and it smells like
Ass.
How
Oh,
you
that's
know?
Uranus.
How you know what it smells like?
it smells like rum, and because it says it.
You smelled it?
The
Are you going to doubt
astronaut-
everything astronauts say now, this whole episode? Because
I'm sorry.
and
the
it
entire
tastes
episode's
like,
based on astronauts.
It tastes like raspberries
How do you know?
How you know that?
because they tested it. They took about
Oi.
to
Oi.
Earth. That's where raspberries. Oi.
What if someone lives on a planet close to this cloud, and they're about to have a major party, and they go up and they take some of that shit?
Or they just hold out their cups and they do it like they do in Dubai.
Yeah.
Where they fly into the gas and then bring it back and then just
Yeah.
shut that shit down.
That would be the best
But you know,
planet.
you said it smells like rum and raspberries.
Hmm. That's where raspberries get their flavor from. And it's like ethanol, like something. This cloud in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
That's where the rum comes from. And hello.
Come on. Common knowledge, just like the Dubai thing.
Yeah.
Well,
What
anyway.
is what is a light year?
A light year is 42 days.
Wrong.
The definition of a light year is how long it takes for light to go around.
In a year.
It's
Like
oi, I know
Oi.
what it is, guys. Hold on. Let me take my sip.
Oi.
A light year is a year with less calories.
Oh damn.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Damn, I thought this was an actual fact. So what's a real light year? Like, what does it mean?
A light year is the distance it takes, or the distance light would travel in 1 year.
Okay.
So that's a light year.
I ruined your joke. You know what? Just warn me. Like, do like a hand movement when you're about to tell a joke, so I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
ruin it with a punchline.
It's like a regular year, but less calories.
Okay,
Dum-bum.
yeah. But I'm the ruiner.
What kind of music do planets listen to?
Rock.
Neptunes.
I get it. Neptune. That's right.
That's a good one.
That's good. Anthony wrote that one.
Mine was good too, though.
Yours was very good, Michaela.
Thank you.
Oh, wait.
Oi.
Wait.
There's a lot more. I spilled that on myself.
Oh my god.
So, space is boring as shit.
Well,
I know.
That's
Once I
crazy.
checked out a book on anti-gravity, and I couldn't put it down.
oh snap!
Oh, god. Hilarious.
I'm here all night.
Try the pork. Yeah, I was researching space and I was like, we've been doing such like more serious type like
Serial
killers, which like to me was like so macabre. Which I love that word, by the way. Macabre, as you would say, probably. But I was like, I know how I'm gonna make this fun. All right, so you guys want to play a game?
Okay.
Okay.
Oi.
Oi.
All right. The name of this game is called Space Sounds.
Space sounds.
Space Sounds, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Do it how I did.
Space Sound!
Is my voice that deep?
Oh, man.
Jeez. It can make me sound so manly. I smell manly. I sound manly. Anyway. Here is the idea of this game. I'm going to name something that happens in space.
Okay.
And then I'm going to randomly point to one of you.
Okay.
And when I point to you, you have to, without thinking, make whatever sound you think that sounds like. Okay?
Got it.
All right. So, we'll do, you guys got it.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll point to you, you're going to make a sound without thinking about what you think this sounds like. Okay. The oi is coming. So let us do that first and then I will start with the first one.
I'm so excited.
Okay. Oi.
Oi.
The first sound is an asteroid coming towards the Earth.
What?
Why? Does the asteroid have a big tongue? Like you?
It has like a tail. It's like
Very good, very good. Okay.
That was awesome.
The next sound is a toilet flushing in space. That'd be so clinical.
Sorry.
damn.
Well, because that's what it sounds like in an airplane. That's what you think it would sound like.
Yes, it's a vacuum.
Okay. I like that. You guys are good at this game. Okay. Next one. The next sound is
The oi coming up.
the oi coming up in 2, 1. Oi.
Oi.
The next sound is breaking a bone on the International Space Station.
Breaking a bone?
Yeah. You can't think.
Just don't
You're already
think.
out.
I'm trying.
The hell?
You can't do it without thinking, baby. Come on.
was that?
First sound that comes to your head. You got this.
Bill's femur.
International Space Station?
Yeah.
Yeah, the ISS.
Okay. Okay, here we go. The next sound. It's coming your way, babe. Start thinking. It's coming your way. Next sound is a failed rocket blast off. Why that? Explain your sound.
Because
Okay. All right. The next oi.
Okay.
The next oi.
Oi.
The next sound is a black hole.
oh my god.
I love this game. I knew I was gonna love it. When I created this game, I was like, I'm gonna love this game. I know it. I love the sounds. Okay, very good. The next sound is walking on the moon. That wasn't even pick you up.
See, now I would have had a different reaction for that.
Okay.
I would have been like, boom, boom, boom.
What's your walking on the
Because
moon?
it's like so silent.
They got squeaky soles in her
You
shoes.
think the moon is made out of slime?
No, she wearing flip flops up
Walking
there.
on slime?
Alright. What sound would you have made for an asteroid coming towards Earth? Oi.
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 Asteroid coming towards Earth.
Alright, next sound. When something floats away.
When something floats away.
You're not supposed to think. You're not supposed to think.
When something floats away, the sound. When something floats away.
You do it. You do it.
Me? I don't know. I'd probably be like, aww.
No, not the sound. Not the
That's the
sound you
sound it would
make.
sound like, I guess. Something floats away. I don't know. Okay. So I should have just played this game probably with Michaela. Alright, Michaela, here we go. We're gonna go through all of them real quick.
Okay.
I just want you to shout them off. Oi.
Oi.
Okay, ready? A star dying. Walking on the moon. when something floats away. A black hole. A failed rocket blast off. Breaking a bone in space. Toilet flushing in space.
It's the same two sounds over and over.
An asteroid coming towards Earth. Okay. Michaela's the winner of the game. She's just the winner.
That's awesome.
Should I have one for you? People having sex in space.
What is squeaking?
They're spacesuits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or it sounds like when you wear a windbreaker. Windbreakers rubbing together. Oi.
Oi.
And that's my game. Thank you for playing Space Sounds.
Man, learning about space all day is exhausting. I need a launch break.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
Boy.
It's so punny. It's punny as hell. We got loads of them, folks.
So,
Also, there's like a really scary picture you drew on that paper.
That was Evan. So, on some serious business.
Oh boy.
Business. You know what I'm saying?
Biznaz or business? Because it makes a difference.
Business.
Biznaz. Okay.
On the low.
Uh-huh.
Everyone gather. Okay.
Oi.
She's cracking me up today. That's because I haven't been around her in a while. See? It's good to miss people.
Okay. Does everyone know about this conspiracy theory about the man walking on the moon?
What? There's a man on the moon?
We don't know.
What's that noise?
Is this fart?
No, it's this thing. I don't know. I keep hitting it by accident. So that's what we're trying to figure out.
Wait, you said the conspiracy theory of the man walking on the moon?
Yeah, did the moon landing happen?
Yeah, the moon
Yes.
landing.
Well, you know how people say it's a conspiracy theory? They never actually happened. It was filmed in a studio. Because there's no, like...
Okay.
Well, you have a... Sorry, go ahead.
Whoa.
Go for it.
Wow.
Oh, man.
You mean Neil Armstrong?
Okay, right.
The guy who walks
Who
on the moon?
is Neil Armstrong?
The guy who walks on the moon?
Was he even real?
Live on camera? I'll
Okay.
give the most inspirational
So-
one sentence ever.
I would just
history.
want to make this clear.
Oi.
Oi.
I do not believe in this conspiracy theory. I hope no one here does. Because it's been debunked numerous times.
Really?
You mean by us going to the moon?
Right.
Multiple times after that.
So the guy that actually came up with this conspiracy theory used to work for NASA.
Used to is keyword.
Right.
Right.
Okay. His name
Is new.
His Neil.
His name was R.I.P. Bill Casing.
Right.
He did now?
Yes, he died. So he,
I think
Yeah.
that might have been part of his name. It's like, was he Indian? R.I.P.?
R.I.P. Rest in peace, Bill.
Rest in
Oh. Go ahead.
So his reasoning behind this is that the U.S. lacked the technical prowess to make it
Oi.
to
Oi.
the moon and
Oi.
back.
Yeah.
Oi. No, it really
Prowess.
said
No, she's
prowess.
right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Prowess.
But that's the whole thing. In 1969, everyone did. That's why it was a race to the moon.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
But it wasn't 1969, so hold that. So he worked for the
Hold the
U.S.
history book.
space
Put it on the
program.
awareness.
Well, tell me
And
about
he
this.
actually helped design the Saturn V rocket engines. So in 1976, he published the We Never Went to the Moon book. And so his whole reasoning behind it was there was no stars visible in the pictures that they took when they went to the moon. The lack of a blast crater under the landing module.
Module.
It says model.
It's a module.
The way the shadows fall, they said they were like in different positions throughout.
Oi.
Oi.
That's always the biggest thing I hear is about the shadow of the flag, right?
Yes. And also he says that at the time, the space program was so badly managed and had poor quality control over everything. But apparently NASA launched in 1958. So that was when NASA was created and it all started. And they launched Alan Shepard in 1961. So when you think about 3 years, you're going to launch someone up. You know what I mean? And during this time, Americans experienced many setbacks, including a launch pad fire that killed all 3 Apollo astronauts. Did you hear about that?
No. Apollo 3?
Yeah.
I only heard about Apollo 13.
Oh, yeah. They had 12 before that.
Oh, they go in order?
Yeah.
Smart.
What year did you say Alan Shepard went up?
1961.
Yeah, you're right.
I thought
Yes.
the conspiracy was whether or not we were the first ones on the moon.
We were the only ones on the moon.
I thought a Russian was first.
No, they never went to the moon.
So the reason why America rushed so much, like from NASA opening in 1958 to them shooting Alan Shepard into up there in 1961, that's 3 years because they were trying to beat Russia. So the whole conspiracy is that the United States faked it just so they could beat NASA or Russia. Because they didn't want the Russians to be the first ones on the moon. Now, has any other country gone up to the moon?
Yes, but years later, like decades later.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So a part of the conspiracy theory is that is that they were on a film set and then they did this to say that they beat the Russians. And why was there cameras? So when did cameras come out?
The 30s.
Because another like big thing was like, why were there cameras?
Because they were going to be the first humans ever to walk on the moon. You wouldn't bring a camera?
Yeah.
That was one reason. The second reason was so they can talk back down to ground control and show them what was going on in the spaceship.
Right.
In case they had any problems.
When they were looking at like the video clips, they saw that the American flag was moving and there's no wind on the moon.
That's false.
Okay, can I
sorry.
speak? So one of his conspiracy or one of his facts was that the flag was
Oi.
Oh my gosh.
One of the flags?
So that one of the flags was blowing, but actually when they were moving the flag to settle it down, they were moving it. So it wasn't actually the wind, but they tried to make it seem like there was wind moving it and everything. And then when it first aired, this lady in England said that she saw a Coke bottle rolling on the ground.
Because of the wind.
Yes.
Right.
On the moon.
I want to jump in here so bad. Can I jump in?
Jump in. Here comes Anthony to rain on your parade.
So, first of all, she said she's seen a Coke bottle in the video.
Oh, God. Oh, God, gosh.
She said she's seen a Coke bottle in the video?
Yeah, this one person said that she saw a Coke bottle.
Oi.
So did they ever go back and watch the video and say that there's no Coke bottle?
Yes. All of these
So
were
there's no Coke bottle.
Also, these were debunked.
A lot of people think that there's no atmosphere on the moon and there's no wind on the moon. That's actually false. It just has significantly less atmosphere than the Earth. It's not that it doesn't have any. It's just way less. Same thing with gravity. People think there's no gravity on the moon. That's not true. It's just way less gravity. So there is still wind on the moon. It's just significantly less.
All right, I got a question for you guys. Let's say, without thinking, Jess, you should start thinking. I'm going to ask you last. Start thinking now because you like to get it right. You're so precise and precious and amazing, okay? What would, Michaela, you land on the moon?
What would Michaela land?
What would be your first words?
Let's twerk this bitch.
Awful.
Oh, wait.
Oi. I'm sorry for America. That would have been a 2020 thing.
I'm sorry. I really want to
redo
change
it. Go ahead.
Taking this drink for America. And I'd pour a beer and it'd be sideways. And I'd be like,
Stupid ass.
Yo, that's the coolest thing I think about the International Space Center. When they pour drinks in the air and it's like a bubble and you're like, I want to do that so bad.
All right, Anthony.
Yes.
You land on the moon.
Yeah.
First words.
Oh snap! I didn't realize there was one more step because I'd be fall off the ladder. Like my bad.
All right, Jess. You land on the moon. What's your first words?
My first words would be, babe, take a picture.
I thought her first words would be like, oh shit, it's real.
Oi. Now
or I'd get out and be like, "Where's the bathroom? I need a bathroom."
Yeah, Jess would need the bathroom.
I would need the bathroom for sure.
What's this Russian flag doing here?
What would be your first words?
Probably something like, I'd jump off the ladder with both feet and be like, YOLO!
Yeah, I would say something. Yeah. I'd be like, touchdown.
No, honestly, if I got to the moon, I think my first wish would be, let's go Mets.
No, if
And then
Jill,
nobody would say anything else because nobody likes the Mets even in space.
if Jill got there and she got off this moon, she'd be like, "Oh my god, I had no idea I'd be here." And then like she'd pull out a folded piece of paper, like, "I like to thank my mom and the NASA program."
Let me find the tab. Moon, first words, okay? Here we go.
That's one giant step.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck you guys. I'm prepared. Oi.
Boy,
Tales over ales. What's brewing?
spaceship.
Space.
You guys ever used to watch Space Ghost Coast to Coast?
No.
Yes.
Yeah. No, you didn't. It was off the air before you were born.
Let me tell you. You know
I
what?
didn't.
Best thing.
I
And I'm
said
older than
it was off
everybody
the air
here.
before you were born.
Best thing ever created about space was Space Jam.
Space Jam.
Everybody loves Space Jam.
With Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Space Jam.
I believe I can fly.
Oh, it's Anthony's favorite song. You know what? Maybe I'll put that up on social media. Maybe I have a video of Anthony
No,
really
she doesn't.
getting
No, she doesn't.
down and dirty
No,
with the song "I
no,
Believe I Can
no,
Fly,"
she
and I
doesn't.
think
No, it's not real.
the
Fake
people
news.
need
Fake news.
people
Fake
need
news.
to hear it. They need it.
Trust me, nobody needs that.
I don't know. We hit you with a fact. You know what space smells like? We talk about smells in space. Oh wait,
Oi.
Boy.
Drink your drink.
smells in space. Do you know space has a distinct smell? It's a bouquet of diesel fumes, gunpowder, and
Farts.
barbecue.
Oh.
It comes from a dying star, so they smell like barbecue.
Here's my thing. You guys keep talking about this. How does anybody know what space smells like or anything in space smells like? You
How does
can't take your
anybody know
helmet off.
anything?
Nah, you're just being very vague.
Well, I mean, obviously someone... Well, that's true. Let's
If
think
I
about it.
hand you something right now and I say, what does it smell like? You can use your senses and
Right.
smell it. If you're in the vacuum of space and I hand you something and you can't take off your helmet or expose any
do you
part of your
smell it?
body to the
That's
atmosphere,
right. You're
how do you know what
absolutely
this
right.
smells like? No idea. And
You
then
have
you
no
take it to Earth and now it's contaminated.
Oi.
Boy,
Boy. Well, you can live 2 minutes without it on.
I don't know. I don't think 2 minutes. You
Can
freeze
you
to
breathe,
death in
though?
seconds.
You can't breathe, though, right?
No.
2 minutes. 2 minutes would be the longest you go, then you dead.
Without oxygen?
Your blood vessels, they just be popping.
Yes.
And then your blood boils.
Jess went to West Virginia with a
Wouldn't you like freeze?
Your blood boils. Your blood
You become unconscious because the oxygen does not flow.
So poetic.
True that.
You guys speak up.
So
into the
maybe
microphone.
somebody just took that shit off for 2 minutes. It was like, ooh, barbecue. And then... But I don't know.
And then they died, and the last thing that his team heard on the International Space Station was barbecue.
And gunpowder. Ugh.
So if there was one thing, like let's say you guys are astronauts, right? You went up to space,
Oi.
Oi.
and there was one thing that fell off of you and floated away into space, right? That represented who you were. What would be the thing floating in space that represented who you were?
Dollar bill.
A dollar bill.
Dollar bill, y'all.
A sunflower.
A sunflower, okay.
A dead one.
Well,
Damn.
this shit just got dark.
Damn.
Oh man, I don't know.
All I know is that you guys go up there and I'm missing. You know what's floating around in space? My glasses.
And a binder.
Yeah. Post-it notes. Different colors. Different sizes.
If I'm missing in space, look in these locations.
Right, exactly.
When
You know what astronaut means?
means
Oi.
Oi.
it means spaceman.
What does it mean, baby? Enlighten us.
Star sailor.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
That's a lot deeper than I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it meant spaceman.
Well, that makes sense. Naut
Mm-hmm.
for sailor. Nautical.
And astronomist.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like that. I would like to be called a star sailor.
Yeah, Star
An
Sailor
astronaut.
sounds so much better, right?
It does.
Than astronaut?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a
like how your
star
mom was
sailor.
like, I'm a...
Domestic engineer.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was growing up and I would have to fill out forms for school, it'd be like, what is your father's occupation? What is your mother's occupation? My mom was a homemaker. She was, or a housewife or whatever. So she said, put for her, domestic engineer. So
I
was
like
pretty
that.
good. Yeah. Oi.
Oi.
What's up, Mom? You still listening? You ain't been telling me no stories about my podcast lately. Tune in.
Probably she don't listen no more.
She listens.
You know, not everyone can pull off wearing a spacesuit, but I'm going to rock it.
Oh, but I'm
Rocket. Get it?
yeah, no, we got it.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about the space
no.
suit?
Space suit?
Yeah.
Well, a typical space suit is $12 million.
Oh my gosh. Wow. That's a crazy amount of money.
It's a crazy amount of money. And 70% of that is just like the backpack and control module.
Yeah. Did you see the new ones from SpaceX?
Oh, yeah.
Those things are badass looking.
I haven't seen them.
Yeah.
SpaceX meaning Elon Musk's thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them.
Oh,
wait.
wait. Those
Oh,
are
wait.
probably like 20 million.
I don't know how much they cost, but they're fucking badass looking.
But you know that in the helmet, there's like a little Velcro patch in every astronaut's helmet. And its sole purpose is for an itch. So if an astronaut has an itch.
Oh, so they could rub their nose on it?
Yeah.
That's genius.
Yeah, that's
You know, an astronaut came up with that. He's like,
Yeah.
he's like, this suit's awesome, NASA. Here's what we need. I have to
one
scratch my
little-
nose.
An inch of Velcro.
That's crazy. I thought that was funny.
Do you know that they pee in those suits?
What?
Yeah, they have a filtration system.
Really? How does
Yeah.
that work? They don't get wet?
It's connected to their region, and then they just pee in the suit, and it goes into the backpack part, which has a filtration system, and then sprays it out the back.
Ew.
Yeah, it was just like urine in space. Why does it smell like pee?
Well, that's not a lot of urine in space.
Oh, wait,
Wait,
yeah, that's
that's
true. What,
disgusting.
3 astronauts every 10 years?
Oh my god.
When astronauts are in space, you
Ain't
know,
nobody drank on that oil.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oi, and I didn't even say oi, oi.
when astronauts are in space, you know what they have to read?
What?
Comet books.
Cosmic books?
No, comet books.
Oh, comic books. See, I would have gone cosmic books if I was writing that joke.
But you didn't write the joke.
I didn't write the joke, unfortunately. Otherwise, it would have been funny.
I like those baby.
I know. Michaela, what you think? What
Hit us
else
with
you-
some facts.
Yeah, come on. Let's get some facts going.
Facts?
Let's learn
Okay.
some things. I can't feel the front of my face. So
I got
let's
some,
learn
I
some
got
shit.
some facts. So space is
Oi.
Hold on.
Oi.
Oi. And drink.
Oi.
You gotta get Michaela drunker. There was one time she was drunk. It was the best. It
It's the best night ever.
was the best night of my life.
Best
That
night of my life.
was for you guys.
Yeah. Honestly, I love Michaela and Anthony when they're drunk, but separate.
Yeah.
Anthony drunk is so much fun. He ain't never want to go home.
Yeah.
He's never gonna go home.
Yeah.
He live here now.
It's awesome.
That's how it is. He
Oh,
just,
so
it's like,
great.
I'm
He's
like,
what you guys want to do now? What game you want to play? I'm like,
oh
this is
gosh,
great.
yeah. Oh man, yeah. And then Michaela, when she drunk by herself, she had a good time.
That's a good time.
Only one time my whole life of knowing you have I seen you drunk. Not drunk coma like the fireball incident, but
Oh,
like
that
drunk.
was bad.
Oh, yeah, that was really bad.
I ain't never drunk around you guys.
Yeah, okay.
Nobody knows what that's like.
Mm-hmm.
She was all like, I'm not drunk. 10 minutes later, she's doing something stupid.
Like,
Oi.
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 Like what?
Oi.
What's the stupidest thing I ever did when I was drunk?
Put on a cowboy hat, singing chicken head.
Hold on one second. That's not stupid. That's boss.
Fell out of a bar at 4 o'clock in the afternoon into a cop's
How
arms.
dare ye? How dare ye? Okay? I was on vacation.
Oh.
That's vacation
Oh,
joke.
wait, hold on. Also,
Oh, God.
wearing a stranger's hat.
You know what? The next morning, 3 hours after I woke up and you guys told me that I wore a stranger's hat, I was disgusted. I wanted to double shower. That ain't me. I'm a
I still
germaphobe.
fell in love with you that weekend, baby.
You did, baby. That's right. Let's go.
Back to space.
Yeah, get out of your own space.
Okay,
Break it
so
up.
from what I hear, space is completely silent.
Mhm.
Apparently, if you shout next to
Oi.
Wait.
Boy.
if you shout next to the person next to you, they can't even hear you.
Yeah?
Really?
Well,
Why is that, you think?
do you know how human ears detect sound?
How?
Something happens and it vibrates the air, and your ears pick it up and transfer it into sound.
Oh, is that true?
Well, there's no air in
There's no air
There's
in
no
space.
air.
So
in
it's nothing
space.
for it to vibrate off of.
and
So-
sound needs air. Yes,
Mm.
So human ears can't pick
air
up
is
anything.
needed to carry sound vibrations.
Now, the,
Huh.
the Hubble Space Telescope can hear sounds in space, but it listens in radio frequencies.
Did you ever hear what NASA plays as the
Yeah.
sounds of space?
Yeah.
That shit's scary. Sounds like the
that's
devil.
from the Hubble spacecraft.
Yeah,
It's all radio frequency, though. It's not. You wouldn't be able to actually hear it if you were standing next to it.
yeah.
What is it?
It sounds like the devil.
It's- yeah,
A
it's
recording of the
creepy.
devil. It's
Like-
very creepy.
Yeah, like that's
Look,
that's
basically
how it
all the
sounds.
sounds you made about space were pretty much dead on.
Yeah.
So
Do you know where space is? Or
everywhere.
where space starts? You know, outer space.
No.
There's no actual difference between the Earth and space, but scientists say that it's about 68 miles above the surface of the Earth. That's the region where the Earth's atmosphere stops and meets outer space.
And how long would it take for a rocket to get there?
Okay, so the first person in space.
Oi.
Oi.
Wait.
Do you remember when you were talking about when Anthony, when you and I were first hanging out, and you were talking about how you wanted to do the jump, the skydive, but it was from like
Oh yeah, the one that Red Bull guy did.
yeah, it was the one where it was like right at the cusp
Yeah, the
of where
halo
you
jump.
meet the halo jump. That's
Yeah.
it, and that goes from like right where the Earth's atmosphere meets space.
Yeah,
So it's like one of the craziest jumps you could do.
the Red Bull guy did that.
Yeah.
It's like the only one that ever did it. So that the first person in space, Alan Shepard, that went in 1961. He flew 116 miles into space and came straight back down. The entire flight round trip took him 15 and a half minutes.
Holy shit!
And he was strapped to a rocket,
Oh,
like an actual rocket.
like what duct tape?
Yeah.
Was this like Toy Story? Oi.
Wait.
Oi.
They converted a military rocket that was used as a missile,
Mm-hmm.
and they took the warhead off the front and put a capsule just big enough to hold one person, and then launched him into space. And that's how he did it. the
You
first
could
time.
not pay me enough to do something like. I am not a risk taker like that. That sounds terrifying to
Oh
me.
yeah, no. It's
First of all,
dangerous.
Space scares me. I would never go into space.
Yeah, it scares
Yeah,
me
no.
too.
Yeah, like Richard Branson, where he's selling those tickets on like the Virgin Galactic or whatever, and like all the celebrities are buying like $250 million seats or something like that. I would never. I don't want to go.
And
I'm
that's,
good.
you know what? That's so cheap. $250 million to go into space? That's
Yeah.
very cheap.
Compared to,
Well, astronauts get paid to do it.
yeah,
I mean,
No,
like,
I mean,
it's
I would
very
never,
cheap.
if they're like, well, Earth is being destroyed. Why don't you go to a new planet? I'd be like, I'm good. I'll go down with the ship. Oi.
Oi. And I thought the seats were going up for $1 million.
Well, the military has a plane that they use for training astronauts who are going to go into space, and they will let you buy a ticket. And the plane goes all the way up to where it just skims the edge of space, and then follows the Earth for a little bit and comes back down. And it simulates zero gravity in space. So that's pretty much the same thing, but you're inside the plane the whole time. You never actually go into space.
Do you think that when you get to like the edge of the Earth's atmosphere and space, it's like say you're going during the day? Because like I know space is dark.
Right.
So like during the day when you go up there, do you go up and it's like blue sky, and then all of a sudden it's pitch black?
Yeah.
Like a line?
There's videos of it. Like this plane goes up there all the time because this is how they train the astronauts before they actually get on the space shuttle. Like they train them like how to work and manipulate that suit. That suit in zero gravity, or like how to do so like they'll go up there all the time. So there's videos of it all the time. Yeah, it's literally like if you stand at the beach and look at the horizon. So like the ocean would be blue sky, and then instead of a blue sky, it would just be pitch black. It
It's
just
so
looks like
scary
that,
to me.
yeah.
It's so vast. I don't like things that big.
Yeah,
It's too much.
it's a little bit.
You're used to it, though.
It's got some space to it.
You know how a lot of people believe in, what is that called? Like with the environment.
Global warming?
Yes. You know how like a lot of people believe in global warming?
Yeah.
I once talked with my papa once about it. And he doesn't believe in global warming. But he said he thinks the entire system changed once mankind
Oi.
Why?
broke that vessel between Earth and space.
That's not true at all.
Like almost like there's a hole in the ozone layer or whatever.
Yeah, he feels we should have never gone up there.
Right. But his reasoning behind it is false. Because if you there's evidence look back, there's actually been 12 different ice ages. There's been 12 freezings, 12 warming up, and then freezing again 12 times.
So
humans
you think like
didn't have anything to do with it.
so you think like we waited long enough, like if we lived a little bit longer,
Yes.
there might be a freezing again.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
It's done it 12 times. The Earth has done it 12 times in its existence. It just goes through a cycle. It freezes and then warms up, it gets super hot, and then freezes again. The thing is, they believe humans have sped it up, but we did not create it. It was
By puncturing that layer?
Well, no, by pollution and
Pollution.
all
Oh, wait.
greenhouse gases and shit. We did not create it. We just kind of fast forwarded it.
My kid is obsessed with the moon.
Really?
Yeah, I hope it's just a phase.
Why? I thought this was for real. I was like, since when does she call Evan my kid?
My kid.
We know who he is. I thought she would say his name.
Do you know how long it would take to walk to the moon?
From here? How long?
If you were to walk,
Yeah.
2 years.
Billion years.
Well, to walk to the moon?
To walk to the moon, it would take 9.5 years.
Wow.
Straight. Now, if you're taking rest stops, pee break, all kinds of stuff, you want to sleep, eat along the way, it would take 27 years. If you only walked 8 hours a day.
Oi.
Oi.
Wow.
Oi. It's only 250,000 miles.
If you went with Michaela, it would be 9 years because she doesn't let you take breaks on trips like that.
You got to stick to a schedule.
I'm like,
Right.
you gotta have a
And
catheter.
knowing Michaela, she's probably already late for that schedule.
Yeah.
So she got to make up
And
time.
then she calls everyone on the phone and blames you while you're sitting next to her.
It's not my fault. Like,
See?
his bladder's not good.
Mine ain't either.
Listen, what if he's got an issue?
I do have an issue.
What if he's got a health issue?
I do have a health issue.
There's an empty water bottle next to him.
Oh my god. You gonna let him pee in your new car?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. How's your aim, bro?
It's not good. It's not good.
Yes, it
It's
is.
not good at all. Especially when Michaela drives.
Exactly. She's
Which
just
bumps.
slamming on the brake all the time for no
Actually,
reason.
it's funny because like when Michaela's driving,
Oi.
Oi.
it is literally a full-time job for Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
Like he might be in the passenger seat,
Because it's terrifying.
but all he does is pick on you the entire time
I'm
you're
not
driving.
picking on her. I'm trying to save both our lives.
Like today, we're getting on the highway, and he goes, "Oh, this woman next to you, she's speeding up. Oh, she's just gonna race you, and she's just gonna race you, and you're just gonna keep racing her, and then you guys are just gonna bump into each other, and then this is it. This is how we die."
That's not at all what happened.
Yeah, and Michaela's like,
Exactly.
"Relax."
Exactly.
No, it's because like there'll be like a truck coming, like a tractor trailer, like 70 miles an hour, and she'll be trying to get on the highway, and I'm like, you either have to step on the gas or the brake, but you got to make up your mind now because you're dead
Listen,
even with this truck, and he's not giving in.
We drove with you guys to Washington D.C. and you
it was
picked on her.
terrifying.
It wasn't. I don't think you're that bad of a driver.
Because you were in the back seat,
So?
and you knew that I had control of it, so
You're
you were
a
able to
control
relax.
freak. Bro.
Yes. You picked on her the whole time.
Oh wait,
Oi.
if you're
Oi.
not in control, it makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah, I just want to drive. I don't like when other people drive. Everyone else is bad at driving.
Will you let him drive your car? Have you?
He drove it once or twice.
I drove it down the street to the corner.
Exactly. That's where we stopped.
I don't like your car.
You love
I
it.
like it. I think it's very nice.
Thank you. It is. It's fancy smancy. It's my mama car.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you get. That's what you get.
I spilled that shit on my shirt. So we were like, "Oh, let's do space," and I'm like, "Ugh," because I hate science. But thought, you know what? Space doesn't have to be outer space. That's kind of specific. We just said space.
Kind of specific. It's the entire universe.
Oi. Hold
Oi.
on, let me whip my whistle. So we just said space. So I started to think of, I said to myself, Cuddles, what other kind of spaces are there?
Spaces.
And I figured out, like, 3 different types of spaces. So the first one I'd like to talk about is personal space. You ever meet somebody who had no clue about personal space?
Yeah, Michaela.
Mm-hmm.
Close talker? You ever meet a
Michaela.
close talker?
Close
Michaela's
talker.
not. Yeah, close talker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Someone comes right up on you,
Mm-hmm.
tells you everything.
Or you know what's the worst? When someone talks to you and they put their hand on your shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't touch me.
Why are you touching me? And somebody you don't even know half the time.
Right.
That was my thought about personal space. Oi.
Oi. Oi.
And then, I got another question. When you guys type things up on Word,
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, do you guys put 2 spaces after the period or 1?
2.
What?
After the period?
One.
After the last word, I double space it because it automatically puts the period.
See, now when I was taught growing up, it was you double spaced it after the
Yes.
period. And then recently it changed. You don't have to do that. That's actually not the right way to do it. I know, my mind was blown when I read that article. I was like, what?
Just like, if you hit, after the last word, if you just hit the double space, it will automatically add the
Maybe
period
that's why
and the
people were
space.
double spacing. I don't know. But my last type of space, that's not outer space, is parking spaces. Do you know when I signed the lease here, they were like, by law, we're required to provide 2.5 parking spaces per unit. 2.5.
2.5.
That's a law.
Yeah, that makes
It
no
actually
sense.
says that half a parking.
Oh, wait.
Oi.
2.5 parking spaces? Come on.
That's for your Vespa.
That's why Jess keeps parking over the line. She's taking up that other half.
Yeah, yeah. It's my right.
I own it.
That's for
I
your,
park in the space.
and that's the whole point. I have a giant truck,
And you
and I
still
park
don't
in the
park it.
lines.
Jess parks over the line just slightly.
Yeah.
And what about the space we're all dealing with? Social distancing. 6 feet of space.
Yeah.
You
What
know?
about it?
It's the struggle.
I hate it.
I hate it too.
It's the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I want to go to a baseball game.
We'll
I
never
wanna
go to a
go to a
baseball game
concert.
again. Concert,
want-
never again. It's gone.
It's
now.
gone.
The worst is like when you're like in the store or the gas station or something, and they
Boy.
Wait.
and they have those 6-foot dots on the floor,
Yeah.
and you're not standing on that dot, and the person in front of you turns around and gives you a dirty look. You're like, really?
Oh, that was like when I went to vote on Tuesday. First of all, we went to the school right around our corner, and we went when it first opened because I had to go before work. So we waited online an hour and 15 minutes in the parking lot until we got to the door. And then as soon as we got in the door, there were like 25 people in the building at once to vote. But they counted the poll workers. It wasn't like 25 extra, it was 25
Yes.
total. So there were like maybe 5 people
5.
voting at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they left, more people would go in. So I was waiting at one point. I registered. I'm waiting to go to my, like, the secondary desk. I don't know. And then go into my booth. And the guy that I've been standing online with for the past hour and 15 minutes, right? He's right behind me.
Oi.
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 And the woman goes, "I'm sorry, sir, but I have to ask you to step back from this lady." It's so embarrassing. He goes, "Oh, okay."
Oh my gosh.
It's so embarrassing.
She's like, "Please step back from this lady." She's like, she's talking about me. He goes, "Oh, okay. Well, we're just standing outside with each other for an hour and 15 minutes, talking and everything, you know." It's weird. So that's my take on space.
That is really weird.
She was talking about you?
Yeah.
So she was triggered for you.
Yeah, she was like, "Give her some space." Get it? See how I did that? I did that?
I got it.
See what I did there? All right, give me another space joke. I'm in the mood for a space joke.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, space fact.
Give me a space fact.
How astronauts can grow approximately 2 inches in space due to the lack of gravity, because it causes the
Oi.
disc
Oi.
between the vertebrae to expand, so extra height is lost. I mean to expand. So, but then when you re-enter back to Earth, you're short again. You
Your
lose
normal
the
size.
you lose the inches.
Did you know if you go to Mars and you weighed 220 pounds on Earth, you would weigh 84 pounds in Mars? I'm about to go to Mars.
Seriously, that's the best. This is the Mars diet.
Mars diet.
See,
Yes.
it's not that we have weight problems, guys. It's that
We have too much
gravity.
gravity.
We have way too much gravity here. We have to find a way to get rid of that shit.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but you just said you would never go to space.
Nah, so I'm doomed to be fat on Earth. That's just the way it's gonna be. I ain't going to space. Oh, wait.
Oi.
Oi.
I don't want to go to space. I just want them to remove some of the gravity. That's all.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind
Much
floating
less.
a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to be grounded?
All right. You guys ready for the second round of space sounds?
Space sound.
Yeah.
Space sounds.
Sounds from space.
Michaela, we're going to try this differently. We're going to start with you.
Does Michaela sound like from space?
Yeah.
I'd
yeah.
be like,
No, this is what Michaela sounds like from space. Literally. All right, I got it. Ready?
Shamalamalan.
Pickin'?
You mean chameleon?
Picking a wedgie in space. Michaela? Excuse me.
Oi.
Okay. Anthony, putting your shoe on in space. Okay. Jess,
Yeah.
combing your hair in space.
I love when she looks at you like when she's halfway done to make sure she's doing it
It's like,
right.
is this right? Is this good? She's so cute. That was perfect, baby. You're the winner.
Wait, what?
You're always the
Combing my
winner.
hair in the wind.
Okay, how about this?
Wind.
Burp in space. Is that a real one?
No.
That was a real one. Oi.
Oi.
You know what? All you guys lose because Jess just told us that there is no sound in space.
Oh.
But
All
you
losers.
just said imagine what it would
Oh,
sound like.
imagine.
So therefore, we're all right.
What would you guys name your planet?
What, name my
Minus.
planet? That's already a
What is
planet.
it? Midas?
My anus.
That's already a planet.
Uranus.
Uranus is a planet. Do you remember that? Do you remember that article that came out?
It's
like
pronounced
2 years ago, it was
Uranus.
like, it's confirmed Uranus stinks. And it
Yeah.
actually winds up spelling like sulfur.
Yeah, okay. I don't believe this whole it smells like in space things.
Yeah, I know. You're anti-smell in
I
space.
just don't get it.
All right.
I'm sure
But
they
anyway-
take a sample and bring it back down with
But then
them,
it's contaminated.
and then they smell it. You know what I'm saying? They put it in a petri dish.
Well, contaminated anus.
if you put it in a
smells
petri
like
dish,
space.
it ain't
Wait.
contaminated.
It's pronounced Uranus.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's the worst.
Okay, I am the zodiac.
Hold on, Michaela. We need a sound for Jess, the Zodiac Mystic.
Shalom.
That's a sound that will play every time you enter a room for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Go ahead, baby.
Okay, so zodiac signs are ruled by planets.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm gonna start with you, Michaela.
She's like, nope.
What's you again?
What's you?
What you?
Aquarius.
She's
Yeah, yeah.
Aquarius.
Okay,
I'm
The
the, water
worst of
sign.
the signs.
Aquarius is ruled by. is
I'm
ruled
not
by-
a quarry. I'm Aquarius.
Aquarius is ruled by Uranus.
Everyone knew that.
Makes
Come
sense.
on, guys. That
Yeah.
makes perfect sense.
Because she's the place where shit comes from.
Uranus is the rebel planet.
Rebel.
Yeah, the rebel.
We know that's right.
Because she does what she wants, when we want.
I do what I want when I want. When I want. What I want.
Uh-huh.
It represents it. You live against the grain, is what that means.
That's true.
That is true.
Okay,
Yeah.
What you
Anthony.
is.
Yeah.
Anthony.
What you is, Anthony.
You Capricorn.
I'm Capricorn.
Capricorn is ruled by Saturn.
Mm-hmm.
Saturn represents responsibility
Mhm.
and hard work.
That's right. That's me.
You're a worker.
That's right. That's me.
It also says you eat McDonald's every day. Stop doing that.
Not every day.
Is that true? Is that really what it said?
It's not every day.
No, I don't. It does not say that.
It's just most days.
Jill, Pisces. You are ruled by Neptune.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you don't like the ocean.
You
I don't watch
represent
anything.
you represent psychic awareness and the god of the seas.
Uh-huh.
So you
She won't even go in the ocean.
Mm-hmm. I don't need to go in it. I just need to rule it.
Till a fish
Go ahead.
touches her ankle.
Go on, baby.
you're all about imagination and spirituality.
Yeah.
Spirituality.
Yes.
Spiritual-
Cheers to that.
Hey,
What are
everybody say the word with me.
Spirituality.
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 What are you?
Me? I'm Taurus.
The bull.
I am ruled by the planet of Venus.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
What do you
Like the
think
razor
I'm-
company.
What do you think I'm represented by?
Women.
Love and money.
Love and money. All right.
Taurus
I
is
like
the
it
bull, right?
pleasurable.
Taurus is the bull, right?
Yeah.
Bull
I'm
runs the stock
stubborn.
market.
Stubborn.
I want to make love on a big pile of money. That's you.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
I would be the housewife of Lehigh Valley.
Well, thank you for that. Mystic out.
Leaving the atmosphere.
Oh.
Bye bye now.
Did you know Earth is the only planet not named after God? This
Why
is hell.
Earth?
This is hell.
Oh, she got 2020 goggles on. That's why it seems like hell.
This is the good place.
Oh, God. Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
Oi.
Why?
back in the day, people who were naming planets and believing gods, they lived on Earth and they didn't want to put themselves above God.
Well, that makes sense, then.
I don't know what Earth means, but
I don't know where the word
That's
comes
fine.
from. I don't know, y'all.
I'll tell you one
Uh-huh.
thing we haven't talked about
What?
is the sun.
that shit hot.
You are My ray of sunshine.
You are my sunshine, my only
Baby, you're the whole sun of my planets.
Anthony, you want to say
But I
anything to
wanted.
me?
Yeah, you want to say
Anthony, you
something
say something nice to her when she cries.
You are beautiful
You turn people red
like the sun.
like the sun.
I just want to give you an idea, everybody. I want to give you an idea the size of the sun.
Right.
Okay, oi.
Away.
Compared to the earth. Okay? So the size of the sun. So picture the typical front door.
Okay.
Okay?
The front door.
Babe, what did I say?
Picture the front door.
Damn.
Why would I say that?
Because you're trying to give us an idea of the size of the sun.
And what represents the front door?
The sun.
You fucking guessed that.
I didn't guess that.
You got lucky.
No,
I would have said the door represents Earth, and the entire building.
Okay, what are we talking about right
represents the
now?
sun.
We're talking about, you're going to give us an idea about the size of the sun. Picture the door.
The door. A typical door is just, okay, so that's the sun.
Okay.
The size of the earth. The size of a nickel.
The nickel.
A nickel, a nickel
Oi.
next to the door.
Oi.
Earth would be a size of a nickel compared to the door. Do you
Wow.
understand?
That's very
Yeah.
small.
The sun is what 100 million times larger than the Earth, or something like that.
But can you
That's crazy.
imagine that? A nickel to the door?
Wow.
Yeah.
How close would you have to be to the sun before you started burning?
Not that close.
I
Your
think-
fragile human body would burn very quickly.
Well,
Burn
because
at the
once
beach.
you're out of like the Earth's atmosphere, aren't you exposed
You're
directly?
exposed to radiation.
Because like in the Earth's atmosphere, you have UV, right? So it becomes UV rays because you have the atmosphere layers.
Right. Once you leave Earth's atmosphere, and this is a problem astronauts have, like the International Space Station has this problem a lot, where like they monitor the sun, because once you leave Earth's atmosphere, you're exposed to radiation because Earth's atmosphere blocks most of the radiation, which is what you're like the Northern Lights. That's all radiation bouncing off the ozone layer.
Oi.
Oi. That's what it is. It's radioactive particles in the atmosphere reacting to the Earth.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Great.
baby.
And nobody said oi.
Oi.
Oi, I did. Maybe you're like the sun to me because I revolve around you. Michaela, let me tell you something. If you want love and tenderness and affection and some sweet talking,
Then you go with me.
you with the wrong sex.
That's
And
not
I
true.
are females. Anthony is never going to say those things to you. You know why? Because he's a stunted
I say it all the time.
person.
Michaela, you are my sunshine in this dark room.
The lights are on. They're stupid.
It's dark,
Well, he just said
caused by Jill and Jess hating on me.
eclipsing all the light because of our love.
Yeah. Eclipsing
You need
my
to get yourself
my
a
love.
female. Get yourself a lady.
Knock this out. Don't listen to her.
Dump this silly fool. And then you're going to have all the loving that you need.
You got all the loving you need right here, plus 2 other inches.
Oh. 2?
Plus
is it worth
2.
it?
Plus
Is
2.
it worth it, girl?
Plus
Come
2
on.
more.
2 other inches? Nah. Ain't worth it.
Plus 2 extra that she don't even need. That's what I meant.
All right. So here's my final question. Michaela, what would be your alien name? And what would be your mission if you were coming to Earth? Announce yourself like you're from another planet.
Hello. My name is Aquagina.
That sounds like a bottled water company.
I am an Aquarius with a vagina. And my mission on Earth would be to bring peace and sunflowers and sex to all of you.
Oi. That's perfect.
So-
Aquagina, thank you.
So
Point to you.
you're just like a traveling space hippie.
Who loves
Yes.
sex. Yep. Jessica?
Ding, 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 ding. Hello. My name is Jesse Kipon. And my mission is to save money to all humans around the world. And I will create a Facebook page, a group dedicated to deals and steals all around the world.
You're just describing yourself now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oi.
Oi. Anthony?
Hello. My name is B2717A. And my job is to show you how insignificant and tiny you are in the scale of the universe.
Hello. My name is Zarngarn Flab. I come to you to bring the best podcast that ever lived. Tales over ales. What's brewing? Enjoy. Hey, great job. You completed a power hour with us. Tune in next week for more trash talk with your favorite brute chachos. Follow us on Facebook for all the updates and listen to us anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Tales over ales.
What's brewing?